to what if Naruto was a blacksmith, kind of. Okay, so we're gonna be carrying on from where we left off with Naruto piercing. I'm assuming piercing Zabuza's throat, and killing him after a little quick talk between them. Right after Kakashi was saying, "No, don't do it, Naruto," but 1 second too late, But yeah. Kakashi would try to scold Naruto a bit for this, but then Naruto's like, "I'm a ninja. This is how shit works, If I don't grow up soon, I'm never gonna grow up, He says this, something along those lines. But yeah. Then, so by the way, it's going to be in 1 week that the tuning exams begin. Of course, everyone says yes. I'm just saying Sakura and Sasuke train the same amount as they previously did. Sasuke maybe some shuriken shit here and there. Maybe he trains some more of his jutsu, does a bit more taijutsu training, so he's like barely anything up, but kind of up. Sakura is also, she doesn't train, because Sakura's a little bitch, Maybe she might train a teensy bit just because she feels pretty shit because everyone's better than her. But other than that, she ain't gonna do shit. She's not gonna be good at anything. But yeah. This still means that I'm just giving you the tip here. Sakura and Ino are still gonna draw, but it's kind of previously it was 51%, 49. It's 51% to Ino. Ino did a bit more damage, just 1% more damage than Sakura. I'm gonna say now it's 50-50. Because personally I prefer Ino to Sakura, because Sakura's a little bitch. I hate Sakura. Personally, I'm a very toxic towards her. Okay. But yeah. I'm gonna say that. I can't remember what the guy is called. I think he has the same name as what I call. So that guy from Bleach, the one with the white hair, slit eyes, kind of reminds you of Orochimaru, but not too much. He was the second, the first time, the guy who's right underneath Aizen from Bleach. That guy. The same name, I believe. I really cannot remember. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what his Naruto's master in this is called. They don't look the same. It's just same name because I thought, I don't know, why not? But I cannot remember, so do not hold me to that. Okay. But yeah. So yeah, they basically research Zabuza's sword. They go over it because it's as I said previously, it's a masterpiece. It's seen as the greatest sword in the Mist Village. Of course, they're gonna end up returning to it during during the search for Tsunade. Naruto's gonna make a quick pit stop. But yeah, Suyo. So yeah, they researched that. Also, I want to quickly tell you something about what Naruto has. So, as I said previously, Naruto does have better clothing, and of course, I'm gonna say he's trying to teach him. You know how there's no such thing as Slug Sage mode? Well, this Naruto basically is trying to create a Slug Sage mode, but in the sense of for clothing, because you don't usually find chakra-imbued clothes. So, I'm just gonna say what Naruto's doing here is equivalent to if someone made a slug sage mode. He's going he's trying to transfer the ideas of every other thing. So how there's a snake sage mode which becomes dragon sage mode, and there's a frog sage mode, but there's no slug sage mode. Well, you could think of the what's it called 100 healing technique as the slug sage mode, but that anybody can learn that. As long as you have good chakra control. But yeah, the point is, he's let's say that Toad Sage mode is equivalent to weapons and armor, and then with chakra imbution, like Toad Sage mode. And then Snake Sage mode is basically equivalent to, I don't know. I seriously don't know. Could you imbue chakra into food? I mean, logically, if you okay, let's say that the Snake Sage mode, because it's like fucking complicated and shit, like, you know, there's like snaky. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said. The point is, because it's more like mischievous and shit, I'm gonna say the flame chakra that you put into the fire chakra that you put into food is technically imbuing it with chakra. So I'm gonna say that's kind of Snake Sage mode. And then you've got like no such thing as Slug Stage mode. So in this Naruto's, I'm making a complicated ass metaphor. The point is, he's gonna learn how to imbue it into Fred. So yeah, that will take a shit ton of chakra control. So he's not gonna be able to do this before the Chunin exams. Maybe his clothing will be like that during the Konoha crush. Ugh. So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, but onto the weapons that Naruto has, because that's the most important shit. Let's just say Naruto's been eating some good tweet stuff, so he's nice. But I act like an idiot a lot, so don't judge me. Well, you can judge me, but I don't give a shit. But anyway, Naruto's weapons are... So I'm going to first talk about Senbon and Shuriken, because those are the main ranged weapons that we see in the series. I'm going to say he has a few wind... the wind demon blade Shuriken. I'm going to say that he has like 5 of those, but he mainly uses it in Shadow Clone Shuriken Jutsu. But yeah. But yeah, for Senbon and Shuriken, he has like... he has 1,000, not 50-50 Senbon, not 50 Senbon, isn't not 50% Senbon, not 50% Shuriken. It's kind of like randomly, I don't really care, like, it could be 60% Shuriken, 40% Senbon, but honestly, it could be either way, and it could be whatever. Point is, there's going to be 1,000 of, like, chakra-imbued versions of them, and then there's going to be about 12, maybe 10,000... Also not, I don't care, like, they could be, I don't know, it's not 50-50, okay, again, because I'm just going to be saying, hey, he's going to be using ranged weapons, or I'm going to be saying, hey, he's going to be using chakra-imbued ranged weapons, if I do, like, include that. But yeah, the point is he's got, like, around about that many non-chakra-infused Senbon and Shuriken, about 10,000 to 12,000. But yeah. Also, blades-wise, he's made a Kurama bronze, so it's about the same size as a Shunpon blade, Shinpo blade, so suicide blade for samurai. It's about the same size as that, and it's got, whilst he was making it, he was imbuing Kurama's chakra into it, that's why it's called, but I'm calling it bronze, because it's not like the best thing he could make. It's kind of like, oh, I just learned how to chakra-infuse stuff, and I make Kurama. Bam, made sword. So that's why it's called bronze, because it's like kind of like the weakest possible. But yeah. Then he's also got like a few like extra. He's probably got like tons of like different katana and stuff. Also, of course, he made 2. He has 2 like of each thing, but like. One of them's crappier. The one that doesn't have a name is the crappier version. Because if you know about how swords are made, there's always a crappier version. Well, usually. But yeah, he's also got a few... He's got varying between European, like, normal katanas. If you know Sasuke's katana, kind of like that sort of thing. He's also got, like... Basically, he's just varying between different, like... types of blades. He's got scimitars, he's got but yeah, he's got varying between them. Armor wise, he's mainly got he's got also varying between them, but he doesn't really require them. Although, just so you know, when he actually chakra imbues them, he's eventually going to be giving some stuff to like other people, and he's gonna like, well, no, he's already chakra imbuing them, but not like to a point where it's like basically chakra imbuing, like it's very very weak, to be honest. It's like if someone just started learning how to use haki and just by like chance managed to imbue a blade with haki. It's gonna be weak as shit, but like yeah, it's still got haki. But yeah, so once he gets the hang of that more, he's going to be giving stuff out to people. He's also going to be focusing on like gauntlets as well, just to help himself. Because if you know, some like brawler types use gauntlets. But yeah, for now he's not going to be doing that sort of thing. So yeah, but yeah, he's got a variety of different like armors. He's definitely got some Hashirama / Madara armor. You know, the normal samurai outfit. He's got some like. The point is, he's got tons of varying different stuff, but like he doesn't focus too much on armors, and he only has he has at least 4 of each blade, like each type of weapon. As in, like, he's got 4 scimitars, he's got 4 katanas, he's got 4, he's got 4 battle axes, he's got 4 axes, he's got 4 can't think, scythes. Just so you know, he's going to be mainly focusing on scythes and katanas. Scythes because I personally really like scythes, because Grim Reaper is cool as fuck. But also katanas because this is based in like a ninja sort of, era. An era in Japan where there's tons of ninja. So yeah, I'm just going to say that, yeah, it's mainly Japanese blades and stuff that he's going to be focusing on, which is what the Kurama blades are going to be, because I'm going to say he's got he's going to have Kurama series, and like he's going to have different series of weapons. So eventually I'm going to make it so that later on in the series maybe he'll open up a shop. I bet you can't wait for Shippuden, because that's when the shop's going to be open. So yeah, this will allow him to like pursue blacksmithing more and create more of a name for blacksmiths, and like make it so that more people understand how useful they are. So yeah. Anyway, I've been talking for too long, probably like 9 minutes. So it's not really too long, but yeah. The point is, we're gonna be skipping to the Chunin exams. I believe this starts off with like a written test. Again, I'm saying Naruto is going to be about, I don't know, in between Sasuke and Sakura level of intelligence, simply due to the fact that he's not only focusing on being a prick like he was in the main series, and also he's basically being forced by his master to do it, plus it really helps him with blacksmithing because it's basically like project design. He gets to understand the fundamentals and shit more if he understands, like, the maths, the science, the physics. Science, physics, same thing. But, yeah, the point is, because he can understand more, he can do better. That's why that's why I'm saying he's higher tier. So, yeah, he's going to pass easy mode. So, yeah. Same people get expelled as usual. Like, the same people get stopped as usual. I don't know who the fuck gets stopped, but yeah, the point is, same people get stopped as usual. But yeah. So yeah, skip ahead. I'm pretty sure, that now it's the Forest of Death arc. Pretty sure. So yeah, during this part, they of course meet Orochimaru and Kabuto. Orochimaru of course is in his like grass ninja form, and Kabuto is, pretending to be a teacher or something. I know he's pretending to take this test or something. I can't remember, but yeah. By the way, oh yeah. Shit, that's what I forgot. Before the written test, of course, there was a battle between Sasuke and what's-his-face, Lee. I think this is going to go the same way. However, Lee, I'm going to say that Naruto tells Lee to stop, and if he instead of Might Guy, instead of going to Might Guy doing it, Naruto tells him to stop. But then he says, if you want to actually use taijutsu skills on someone who actually knows how to use it, basically pissing off Sasuke a ton, go against me, because I personally have trained a lot. And I'm going to say he takes off his top, which is just a casual thing. Maybe it says something like, because I'm wearing this top right now, eat, sleep, watch anime, repeat. Or something like that, eat, sleep, repeat. He's going to have a top on like that, maybe with that writing on it. It's going to be just normal black top, and he's just going to take it off, and because it's kind of baggy top, you can't see his muscles properly, and he takes it off, and everybody just sees he's got bloody, grey body. If you know Grey from Fairy Tail, basically that sort of body. Or maybe, honestly, any really high ranking, lean-bodied character, basically that sort of body, muscular, plus muscles-wise, and basically this, surprises everybody, because, he's very defined, and, then he's gonna, be hey, can I use, Senbon and Shuriken, can I use, ranged weapons? He's not gonna say that he has chakra imbued ones, because, he sees that as the norm, in his mind, but yeah, and he's whatever, I don't really care, let's just, let's fight. Guy, of course, is still watching this, and he's this kid is pretty interesting, honestly. I wouldn't mind taking him on as, a student. He's got guts, and, he's already got, a good shape. This might lead to something else. Okay, anyway, the fight will go, pretty well in Naruto's favour, until, of course, what's-his-face, Lee, starts using, I'm going to say uses fourth gate, and, Naruto's I've been waiting for this. And, this surprises both Guy and Lee, because they're wait, what? He was actually wanting to go against this. He does know that this increases taijutsu by a shit ton, right? But yeah, Naruto knows this, of course, but he's he wants to do this, because, yeah, by the way, I'm going to be doing another series in the future, which is going to be related to the actually, shit, I should have done that at the start. I really wish I could just, restart this whole fucking thing over again. Screw it. I'm gonna, screw this whole fucking system up now. Okay. I have this thing where I keep going back to the past. Right now, I'm literally doing something before when I even just said stuff earlier with the written test and, the Forest of Death. I'm just going to go back a bit further. So, remember when I said, how, he gave Zabuza a sword? I can't remember what it was called, but, he studied it with his master. Basically, I'm going to say that during that time, I feel really uncomfortable doing this, because I just don't know if it's good to, add it now. I'm going to give... fuck. So, Naruto is going to have found a scroll in his house, which is going to have writing on it. And if anybody has watched, or read, Apotheosis, I really recommend it, by the way. There's something called this, he has this golden body tempering technique. Basically, he automatically gains, a durability boost and a strength boost anytime he gets hit or has fire on him at a really high level. And I'm going to say that Naruto here has, a weaker version of that. Simply because it does get really OP. This guy could survive something that can, at a certain point, he can actually survive something that could destroy, the world. Or, well, what would be the size of our world, He can survive that, basically, due to his toughening ability. But, anyway, I'm just going to say... Naruto in this has a weaker version just because I'm trying to go for the Blacksmith vibe, and if his literal body is a weapon, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna say he doesn't really understand, he hasn't really been hit yet properly, so he hasn't gone through this, but he has burnt himself a little, but like he's noticed that he doesn't really feel pain from it, he actually feels a bit of adrenaline from it. But yeah, of course this isn't going to come into play until later, because I'm definitely going to make a Sasuke versus Naruto battle before Gaara. But yeah. Shit. Actually, what the fuck am I saying? No, I'm not going to do that. Don't listen to me, please. Sometimes just don't listen to me, because I just ramble a bit. But yeah, the point is, he's got that, and that's why he's so excited for the battle with Lee. So yeah, Lee starts hitting him, and Naruto doesn't seem to be realizing where Lee is. He does. He totally fucking does. But like, he's just letting it hit him. And slowly, people notice that wherever Lee touches, becomes more becomes harder, becomes more muscular, and also sometimes, if you look very closely, you'll see like a bit of golden writing just appear, just for a second, but it will appear. And then people look at, and then eventually, let's say people start looking up at his face, and they notice like he's smiling, he's like grinning like mad, he's like happy, he's enthusiastic about it, he's like it's like he's been waiting his entire life for this moment. But yeah, then I'm gonna say it gets to a point where the punches aren't affecting him anymore. So Naruto, of course, will be like, okay, I'm sorry, but like this is getting really boring for me. Okay, and he basically just clenches his fist. No. Fuck am I going with this? No, he basically gets out of summoning scroll, and like just goes, like just summons a bunch of I'm gonna say 10 chakra infused senbon. These ones will be specifically able to bounce off of surfaces that aren't flesh. So yeah, and Naruto will hold them with his fingers, and basically will just fling them, he'll basically in front of Lee, he'll fling them fling one hand forwards, and then he'll just basically body flicker, or almost, just really quickly run behind Lee without, to the point where only Guy could see, because I'm going to say no other teachers are watching right now, and then he flings another hand, and Lee is just in this constant projectile flinging, I don't know, but between these senbon and shuriken and stuff, off the walls and everything. So yeah, this will basically automatically take down Lee. Guy eventually has to hey Naruto, can you stop that? And Naruto's like, it is you, Guy Sensei, one of the most powerful Jonin. And then Guy's puts his hand behind his head, starts rubbing it, and then he remembers he going over here to help his disciple, and it's hey, actually I really need you to stop that, Lee's not going to be able to get into the tournament, and Naruto's yes, sorry, and he I'm going to say that he has chakra string, and he I say chakra string, but he used chakra to create a string similar substance, and he basically pulls back all the shuriken and senbon, and basically puts them inside of a scroll again. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we're skipping ahead back to, I'm gonna say this is a flashback, yeah, why not, I'm gonna skip back to the Orochimaru and Kabuto part. I should probably stop singing like a bitch. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna say Naruto doesn't, no, as everybody doesn't, Naruto doesn't sense anything wrong with Orochimaru. He's suspicious of Kabuto because he's a weird fudge. But yeah. Then we go into, of course, the arc, what's her face, the MILF, the woman who comes out. The one who eventually becomes Boruto's, one of Boruto's friend's teachers or something. Basically, she appears and she's yeah, basically you kids, this is how it's gonna go. And she's so, you're gonna have a heaven and you're gonna have an earth scroll. and the ones with the heaven scrolls need to get earth scrolls, and the ones with the earth scrolls have to get heaven scrolls. You're going to be in your teams, and you're going to have to fight other teams. So yeah, that's going to go the same way. Everything's going to go the exact same way, except for, firstly, the passcode, and secondly, what happens to everything. So yeah, in this one, I'm going to say there's no password, and Naruto's like, he just quickly shadow clones and disappears off, but in a way that like most people couldn't see. I'm going to say that whilst Orochimaru was listening, he didn't actually look. So yeah. No, I'm going to say that he was listening and he saw a Naruto running away, so he transformed and like went down, and like then he noticed that like, oh shit, I was wrong. But then he just like, he starts getting stressed because like, how could a kid like that trick him? And then he just jumps up and like just hides again. So basically, no Orochimaru incident. However, I will make sure that there is an incident. But yeah, Naruto of course will still like go to the toilet and then just come back. No one will notice because Sasuke, I mean, he's pretty good. He's okay-ish, I guess, for like someone his age, but like he still sucks. And Sakura's just useless, you know. I guess she's kind of useful in Shippuden, but like, I take away all of my respect for her the moment. I didn't actually watch it. I read it, and that was a while ago. But like, I took away all of my respect for her when she says, "Yes, Tsunade, Master, I feel like I'm finally catching up to these two." The moment she said that, respect was all gone, you know? Because she definitely wasn't even close, you know? Anyway. So yeah, enough of me rambling, because that's what I basically do in these videos. Like, I don't actually do the story, I just ramble. But yeah. Then Naruto, like, is like, hey guys, and like, they're like, what? And like, well, there are some other, you know, students over there, let's go get them, you know, check if they have a Earth Scroll. I think, you know, I'm going to say that they have a Heaven Scroll and Kakashi's living inside of it, or whoever was living inside of it is living inside of it. Oh yeah, that's what her name is. The woman from the star is called Anka or something. But yeah, I'm going to say that this is a random useless cannon for the team. Actually, let's say this is the grass team, but Orochimaru is like doing something else, so they are like one member short, and they're kind of just waiting like until he gets back, and they see these ninja, and they're like, huh, they're younger than us, like we can take them, because of course they know nothing about most of the village, and I'm gonna say that they weren't watching that little fight at the start. So Naruto basically like will say, you guys, we need to form a plan for this just so it can go quickly before they even get over there. And then they're like, okay, what do you want, Naruto? Like, you came up with, I'm going to say, I can't remember, I think Naruto came up with, like, a plan when, Naruto came up with a plan when, they were in the test with Kakashi. So I'm just going to say that this time they're like, yeah, whatever, you made the plan last time, so I guess you can be the strategist or whatever. But yeah, then Naruto is like, okay, I'm Sakura, throw these specialized Senbon and Shuriken, I'm going to say specifically Senbon at them. These ones will ignite on impact. I mean, if they're called the grass, why don't we make them burn? And Sasuke, you hit them with a great flame ball or whatever. Giant flame ball, raw breath. I don't know. The point is, use the special, the fire jutsu of the Uchiha clan, and Naruto will be like, and I will basically rush in and beat the fucking shit out, or the ever living shit out of them. But well, he doesn't say that exactly, but like the point is, he basically indicates that he's going to do that. But yeah, Sasuke and Sakura are like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, Sasuke and Sakura are both seeing, like, his prowess against Lee, and, like, Sakura knows about how his Senbon and Shuriken have, like, seem to have special properties, and Sasuke is like, I mean, it worked out last time, why can't it work out this time? So yeah, it goes... So yeah, what they do, so yeah, the Senbon will hit, I'm going to say it will hit their clothing, not them themselves, but because most Senbon do not have chakra natures at this stage, well, it hits them and it sets them on fire, and also the area around the Senbon themselves, so, but luckily there's not going to be a forest fire. Then... they're going to be like on alert, and then they're going to see them. But all they're gonna see is Sakura by herself. That's why they're like, yeah, we can beat her. And then basically, then they suddenly see a Sasuke, and like one of them sees a Sasuke coming from like their right or something. Yeah, no, their left, and like shooting out a great fireball jutsu. That's what it's called. I remember now. Great fireball jutsu at them, and then like another one sees Naruto suddenly just like appearing next to them and like grabbing them. I'm gonna say he grabs like two of them, and no, actually I'm gonna say that this was a 4-person team, because I'm gonna say that Grass Ninja have four-man teams instead of 3-man teams, because I'm lazy and I just want it to be three men. So one of them gets directly... I'm going to say Naruto will play this off as being like, oh, the reason why I grabbed them was because, you know, I didn't want them to, like, move. But yeah. Then, of course, Naruto and the two he's holding get hit, and the one that he's not holding tries to escape, but, like, he gets the full brunt of it. But yeah, because he's in front, and I'm going to say Naruto kicks him in the back. But yeah, nobody sees this, but Naruto for like a second gets like golden writing across him. Well, I'm gonna say silver writing, because it's a weaker version. But yeah. But so yeah, I'm gonna say that's where it's going. I'm gonna say, shit, I'm struggling. Brain power gone. It is night. It's late. Sorry, I want a brain think. English has been achieved. Level 1. So yeah, then after the flames clear, Naruto basically just like smashes them both, all three of them in the backs of their head, knocking them out. And then let's just say, luckily for them, it's a heaven scroll, whatever scroll they need, earth or heaven, I don't care. And then they go to the end of it. But yeah, I'm going to say the Sound Ninja come out earlier than usual, and are like, yeah, we need Sasuke for like some experimenting, but Naruto is interesting too. But they're not going to specifically direct they're going to specifically direct their attacks to Sasuke. But of course, Sasuke could kill them all instantly in the original timeline, and I'm going to say that Naruto beats the ever-living shit out of all of them, except for the girl, who he just knocks out with a chop behind the neck, and then, you know, ties her up. And basically carries her back. The rest of them, I'm going to say he carries all of them back, but like the girl is the only one not beaten completely. Mainly because sexism, also because, I mean, she looked okay, so you know I'm going with this. Naruto's gonna be Harem Master. But yeah. I can't remember what other YouTubers call it. What if YouTubers call it? But that thing where if you're like a diminished clan, you can get many wives thing, I'm going to say that's added here because I have not been doing much love in the other ones, the other what ifs I've been doing, and I've been trying to add them, so I'm just going to make it so that it's going to be like that. Anyway. So yeah, they get to the end, and I'm going to say they beat Garada's team by like a sec. And then, like, after they after they found out theirs, so they opened up their scroll, they got out of there. So yeah, they hand everyone into the jail, and yeah, so yeah, let's skip ahead some. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the normal battles. I'm gonna say they have a week to train. Naruto goes through the system as usual. Everyone else, I'm gonna say Sakura doesn't train, of course, as usual. Everyone else trains the same amount as they usually do. I don't really care. But yeah. Oh, also during this 1 week, Naruto, let's say, stumbles across a book that allows him to be part of the, I think it's called the CRA or something. I don't know. The point is, he gets the hand permission from the Hokage, because he is a ninja, so technically he should have the rights to it. And I'm going to say if he wins the Chunin exams. No, if he becomes a Chunin, then he'll be able to, like, properly get part of it. But for now, he's allowed to have, like, 3 wives or something. But yeah. I know how I'm choosing. You don't need to tell me. Sakura is not going to be included, just so you know. And I'm not going to be adding any details for the future. Unless you guys really want it. So yeah. But yeah, that's not important, so none of this video will be 18 plus for a while, so that's good. That means I don't need to do extra work for my videos. From the little work I already do, I don't need to do that little bit extra. So yeah. All the fights go the same, except for Naruto's being much easier, because he fights against, Kiba as usual, and instead of having to fart in his face, because that was disgusting, that was fucking rank, instead he basically just punches him directly in the face. I'm gonna say he just punches him in the face, or no, in the gut. No, yeah, in the face. No, he punches him in the... Shit, I'm struggling so badly. He punches him in the gut, and then, like, as soon as he leans over, he then pulls his hand out of his gut, and then he just, like, slams him in the face, causing him to go flying backwards. This causes Naruto's win to be there. So yeah, as I said, the other ones are going to be the same, except for Ino's going to be a bit is going to be equal with Sakura, instead of Ino just being that tiny bit better, but still drawing with her. Because it's only a tiny bit. So yeah, then we're going to skip ahead to Hinata and Neji. Naruto still has the same sort of thing as previously. He's like, Neji, stop being such a piece of shit to your cousin, like, she doesn't deserve this, and I'm gonna prove your prophecy bullshit is, your fate bullshit is, like, bullshit. And like Naruto declares that, like, I'm gonna say he jumps off of the railings, and he basically like, I'm gonna say he summons like a blade. No, I'm gonna say he summons a cloth. I mean, like, like a glove, like a white glove, like they do with knights. And I'm gonna say that this is still like a thing that samurai do here. So I'm gonna say that this is like, some people understand this if they know anything about samurai. And I'm gonna say that Neji does. So like Naruto throwing this white thing at him, Neji asks like, "Are you a samurai or something?" And Naruto's like, "Nah, I'm just a bit better than that. I'm something better than that. And something better than you." Naruto will give off a tiny bit of his, I'm gonna say, as he walks away, he gives off a tiny bit of his pressure, and Hinata's like, she's gonna go heal him, and Naruto's tells what this is about, and then he asks, I'm gonna say he asks Hinata on a date. So yeah, the date will go like a normal date, and I guess I'm gonna say Naruto kisses Hinata on the cheek, and she blushes and almost faints, because, you know, he's still gonna have done what he does in the original timeline where he, like, saves her, but this time he doesn't get completely beaten up. Anyway, so, we're next. I can't remember what his next fight was. You know what, guys? I need a few seconds just to check something. Okay. I'm going to end this video here, and I'll be back next time. I hope you guys like this video, and give me 10 likes if you want another one. I'm doing the same like goal as my part 5 to What If Deku Had a Jin. So I'm going to give the same like goal for that. So yeah, I hope you guys actually really enjoyed this. And I really look forward to another one. 10 is only 10 likes is the goal, because I'm a pretty small YouTube channel. So yeah, see ya. Bye.